Good Monday morning, and we are right in the thick of it.
Yes, we are. One of the most powerful winter storms in years. It is February 23rd. This is Today. Blockbuster blizzard. Heavy snow and high winds sweeping up the East Coast. Nearly 2 feet in some places already, with more on the way. Major cities brought to a standstill. Roads, subways, airports shut down. Schools and businesses closed. The impact set to be felt for days. We'll have everything you need to know, including Al's full forecast. Security scare. New details emerging on the man shot and killed at President Trump's Mar-a-Lago estate after entering a secure area armed with a shotgun.
The deputy and the 2 Secret Service agents fired their weapons and neutralized the threat.
This morning, what we're learning about the suspect and the federal investigation now underway. Cartel chaos. The killing of a notorious Mexican drug lord igniting a wave of violence. Travelers at this airport scrambling for safety. American tourists now trapped at popular resorts being warned to shelter in place, possibly for days. We'll have the very latest. More questions than answers. The search for Nancy Guthrie enters a 4th week. Investigators pursuing new leads, but no closer to naming a suspect. While local college students with a special connection to Savannah come together to show their support.
She showed up for us, and so us showing up for her just is so important.
Inside, their inspiring display of hope and love just ahead. Speaking out, Conan O'Brien breaking his silence on the deaths of Rob and Michelle Reiner after they attended his holiday party.
To have that experience of saying goodnight to somebody and having them leave and then find out the next day that they're gone, I think I was in shock.
What he's revealing as the Reiner son Nick, charged with his parents' murder, prepares for a key court appearance today. Those stories, plus Oscar ready? One battle after another, and sinners win big at the BAFTAs, Britain's version of the Academy Awards, as Hollywood's award season ramps up. Today exclusive, this adorable baby pygmy hippo in Arizona that's become the world's newest viral sensation is about to learn her name because she's about to join us live for the big reveal. And epic golden finish.
Rock across it comes. Jack Hughes wins it. The golden goal for the United States.
The U.S. men beat Canada in overtime to become Olympic champions.
For the first time since the 1980 miracle, the United States takes the gold.
Ending a 46-year drought and closing out Team USA's most successful Winter Olympics ever.
Golden again at the Olympics.
And that elusive gold medal for Alana Myers Taylor is elusive no more.
The games wrapping up with Italian pageantry and music in an ancient Roman amphitheater as the countdown to LA 28 begins. We'll have all the highlights today, Monday, February 23rd, 2026.
From NBC News, this is Today with Savannah Guthrie and Greg Melton. From Studio 1A in Rockefeller Plaza.
And a very good morning to you. Welcome to Today on this Monday morning. Thank you so much for starting your week with us. Hoda is with us once again as Savannah remains with her family. I could hear you screaming yesterday morning from about 100 miles away.
I think everyone was. This was a thriller. It was 1-1. It was a nail biter, and it went down to this final goal in overtime. I think that image of everyone flooding off the bench, and that image, too, I mean, things you'll never forget.
Paying tribute to their fallen teammate there at the end. The first men's hockey gold since the Miracle on Ice back in 1980. So, of course, we will revisit that in just a few moments. But We start with that major winter storm still in full swing this morning. Here's a look at the scene up in Boston right now.
More than 40 million people are under blizzard warnings from Virginia all the way up to Maine. At least 7 states and New York City declaring a state of emergency.
And take a look at this rare sight in Atlantic City, New Jersey. Virtually no traffic. That's because major transportation hubs in Philadelphia, New Jersey, and New York's Long Island suspending service overnight.
Speaking of travel trouble, more than 5,000 flights have already been canceled today, and power outages are impacting roughly 400,000 people up and down the East Coast.
We've got it all covered for you this morning, including Al's all-important full forecast. But let's start just up the road from us, NBC's Emily Aketa in a very snowy Central Park. Em, good morning.
Craig and Hoda, good morning to you. There is snow everywhere you turn, and you can see the weight of it on the trees behind me. New York City issuing a rare travel ban through noon today to keep people off the roads and safe at home. It's the combination of those really strong, powerful wind gusts plus the snowfall rates exceeding 2 inches an hour that's crippling travel across the Northeast. 7 governors declaring states of emergency as this monster storm rolls through.
This morning, tens of millions waking up to whipping winds and blinding snow as a life-threatening nor'easter barrels up the East Coast, burying Philadelphia, New York, and Boston in potentially a foot of snow or worse. Overnight, thunder snow lighting up the sky and impacting visibility, as you can see from EarthCam atop the Statue of Liberty.
We want people off the roads.
At least 7 governors declaring states of emergency, including New Jersey, which had its first blizzard warning for the entire state in 3 decades.
This storm faces more risks than the last one because of the blizzard conditions and the heavy winds.
Powerful wind gusts up to 75 miles an hour causing concerns, including coastal flooding from Maryland to Maine.
Just went out here. We are pitch black.
Widespread power outages made worse by downed trees due to heavy snow and treacherous travel on the roads, causing this tractor trailer in New Jersey to slide off the highway.
So please don't put our first responders in any danger by being out if you don't have to.
And the roads aren't the only travel trouble. With major airports impacted by the storm, travelers facing thousands of delays and cancellations. Schools are closed today across the Northeast, including the nation's largest district in New York City. The mayor delivering the news to a student.
No online school, no remote learning, full classic snow day.
Americans hunkering down as the storm pummels the East Coast.
And power crews are also at the ready when the pace of this storm starts to slow. Already from Virginia to Massachusetts, hundreds of thousands of people are waking up without power because of the combination of these strong winds and the wet and heavy snow. Energy providers say it could take days to restore, guys.
All right, Emily Aketa, where it's already fallen 9 inches there in Central Park.
All right, let us bring in Al. Al, we've got a long way to go. This monster storm is far from over. Good morning.
Good morning, guys, and good morning to you. Hopefully you're safe and sound where you are right now. Here's the snow totals the last 24 hours. Freehold, New Jersey, almost 20 inches. New York coming up on 10 inches of snow. Harrington, 12 inches. Islip, Long Island, 20 inches of snow. Right now, 69 million people from Indiana to New England down to the Delmarva Peninsula and the Appalachians under winter storm watches, warnings, and blizzard warnings. And this storm is going through bombogenesis. It's rapidly intensifying, the pressure dropping at least 24 millibars in the last 24 hours. And you can see now the live radar, these heavier bands now still. Boston is into it very heavily. Parts of western New Jersey seeing snowfall rates of up to 3 inches per hour. Right now, the winds also, we're talking about tropical force winds, damaging winds with trees damage, power outages. You heard Emily talk about near zero visibility. These wind gusts really very strong. And that's going to also lead to coastal flooding problems from Boston all the way down to the Delmarva Peninsula at high tides. All this wind pushing that rain up, that water up up against the shoreline. So here's the track of the storm right now. We're looking for the heaviest snow. The worst winds are going to be across New England, eastern Long Island, and that is going to continue for the next several hours. Improving weather for New York during the day. Now, this afternoon, blizzard conditions will continue for the New England coast. We're looking at the strongest wind gust, 50 to 70 miles per hour. Then it pulls off the coast. Things start to calm down for much of the region, although Boston and parts of eastern New England will continue to be in it. We're looking for additional snowfall totals, upwards of a foot or more between Boston and Nantucket as you get back into New York. Also, coastal New Jersey, we're looking at another maybe 6 to 9 inches, guys. But again, the big problem with this, it is a heavy, wet snow, and that means it's bringing down those trees, those power lines. Please be careful when you're shoveling out there. But we're going to continue to track this as it continues to develop. Guys?
All right, we'll come back to you in just a few moments. Thanks, buddy. Let's get you caught up to speed on the storm's impact on travel now. The I-95 corridor brought to a standstill. The toll on flights already being felt from coast to coast. NBC's Tom Costello is at Reagan National Airport. He's covering that part of the story. Tom, good morning. Walk us through the latest and what folks need to know right now.
Yeah, Craig, first of all, here at Reagan National, they dodged a bullet, right? We've only got a light dusting here, but you go further out into the suburbs around D.C., quite a bit of snow. We've got 43% of departures here at Reagan canceled, but I want to get to the FlightAware misery map that really paints the picture, and no surprise, up the East Coast, especially Philadelphia, all the way up to Boston. We've got an awful lot of red on the boards there. I'm showing 89% of flights departing out of JFK canceled today, no surprise. About 98% out of LaGuardia, Boston 93%. Don't even think that maybe you'll be one of the 7% that gets out later. No, that airport's not going to be functional. We've also got Newark at about 83% cancellations. DCA, I mentioned, in Philadelphia right now, about 82%. Here's what we look like for the total national picture right now. We're looking at a total of 5,300 flight cancellations nationwide. That's going to start building, as you know, and about 700 delays that will continue throughout the day. Keeping in mind, even if you're not in the Northeast, your flights could and will be impacted because of the ripple effect. Planes and crews out of position. It just kind of snowballs, to use the appropriate metaphor. Also yesterday, here's what we had. A total of 7,500 delays yesterday and about 3,400 flight cancellations. So this is going to be, this is going to have a major impact on travel over the course of not just today, likely tomorrow, the next day. It'll take a couple of days to dig out, certainly out of the Northeast. And the ripple effect all the way into Chicago, all the way into Atlanta, Denver, all the way out west. This will spread nationwide with these flights out of position. Lastly, just a quick note, you know, about a quarter of the nation's air travel going into, out of, or over New York City, a quarter of the total nation's air travel. So you can see how this will have a major impact, guys.
Indeed. All right, Tom, we'll check in with you later as well. Thank you. And, of course, we will bring you the very latest on this historic blizzard throughout the morning.
Meantime, we are learning more this morning about an alarming security scare at Mar-a-Lago. A man shot and killed by federal agents after the Secret Service says he entered the secure perimeter of President Trump's Florida estate carrying what appeared to be a shotgun and a fuel can. NBC's senior White House correspondent Garrett Haake joins us with the latest. Hey, Garrett, good morning.
Hoda, good morning. The president was here at the White House, not in Florida, when this shooting took place, and no other Secret Service protectees were ever in any danger, the agency says. Still, the killing of an apparently armed man on the grounds of the president's personal home has kicked off an FBI-led investigation into what this man was doing there and why. An FBI investigation is underway this morning after law enforcement agents shot and killed a man on the grounds of President Trump's Mar-a-Lago home early Sunday. The Palm Beach County Sheriff telling reporters a man breached the property's perimeter around 1:30 a.m. Sunday, carrying what appeared to be a gas can and a shotgun. The sheriff says 2 Secret Service agents and a sheriff's deputy that responded.
He was ordered to drop those 2 pieces of equipment that he had with him, at which time he put down the gas can, raised the shotgun to a shooting position. At that point in time, the deputy and the 2 Secret Service agents fired their weapons and neutralized the threat.
2 law enforcement sources identified the suspect to NBC News as 21-year-old Austin Tucker Martin, who was reported missing by his family on Facebook earlier that day. This drone video shows his home in Cameron, North Carolina. His cousin speaking to the AP, saying that the family are Trump supporters, but that Martin was, quote, quiet, never really talked about anything. There have been multiple previous threats against President Trump, including the assassination attempt in Butler in Pennsylvania in 2024 and another at Trump's Florida golf course in 2024. A man with a rifle arrested while the president was playing. Of this most recent intruder, officials say the encounter with Martin happened near the gate of Mar-a-Lago, inside the property, though stressing that the president was in Washington, having hosted Republican governors at the White House the night before. The FBI asking for the public's help as the investigation continues.
If you live in the area of the shooting, please check your exterior cameras. If you see anything that looks suspicious or out of place, please contact us.
And Garrett, all this comes as President Trump's dealing with fallout from the Supreme Court's ruling on Friday against his tariff program. So how's he responding to that, and what does the administration plan on doing moving forward?
Yeah, Hoda, the president posting about this again this morning. This was a major blow to the administration and to the president personally, who sees these tariffs as his most important governing tool. You saw that Friday with the president lashing out at the court, saying he was ashamed of the justices, including two of his own appointees who joined that 6-3 majority overturning the tariffs. Now the White House has invoked a different legal authority, which lets them put a 15% blanket tariff on all imports. It's basically a worldwide 15% tax on imported goods. By law, this tariff can't go any higher, and it expires in 150 days unless Congress votes to approve it. The next big question here is, what happens to the $130 billion or so raised by those now illegal tariffs? Could that money be returned, and to who? The administration says it's waiting on guidance from the courts before moving forward. Hoda?
All right, Garrett Hagforth there at the White House. Garrett, thank you.
We go to Mexico now, where chaos and violence is unfolding, and it is also now trapping some American tourists. It all started when Mexican security forces killed the leader of a notorious cartel there. The group responding with attacks in some popular resort areas. NBC's George Solis has all the details on this for us. George, good morning.
Craig, good morning to you. The situation still very tense across parts of Mexico. Cartel members furious over the death of their leader, setting cars on fire and blocking roads in an effort to impact travel. Nervous American tourists are having trouble getting out of the country, and some have been told to shelter in place, hunkering down in hotel rooms for safety. This morning, widespread violence at a major tourist destination, leaving chaos at hotels and airports, and some Americans stranded. In Puerto Vallarta, one of the country's most popular resort cities, cartel members burning down buildings and setting cars on fire. The unrest unfolding after the Mexican government said it killed the leader of one of the most powerful drug cartels in the country during a military operation. Mexican authorities say Nemesio Ruben Osuguera Cervantes, nicknamed El Mencho, was the kingpin of the violent Jalisco New Generation cartel. The U.S. State Department previously offering $15 million for his capture. In a statement to NBC News, the White House confirming the United States provided intelligence support to the Mexican government in order to assist the operation that killed El Mencho. Across nearly a dozen Mexican states, plumes of black smoke could be seen for miles, with cars and buses set on fire. The U.S. Embassy in Mexico urging U.S. citizens to shelter in place amid ongoing security operations that include flights to the region being canceled. With sirens blaring at Guadalajara International Airport, some panicked travelers trying to hide, while others fled on foot.
We saw the taxi cabs all blown up and blocking the streets, and people running down them towards us.
American Jim Beck is sheltering in place at his hotel in Puerto Vallarta, which he's visited for many years.
After this morning, it was the first time we actually felt fear.
You have a few days before you're scheduled to depart. Is there a concern that that may not happen?
We're a little bit scared because that's 2 days away that we're supposed to be flying out in the morning, and I just don't know if they're going to have everything opened by then.
And a number of those American tourists we spoke with say it's really the unknown that is among the most concerning. This morning, the Mexican government said 8, quote, criminals were killed during the firefight. Craig?
George Solis for us there. George, thank you.
Turning now to the ongoing search for Savannah's mom, Nancy, now entering its 4th week. Volunteer groups now canvassing the neighborhood around her home. The sheriff saying leads are still pouring in. NBC's Liz Kreutz remains in Tucson for us this morning. Hi, Liz. Good morning.
Well, hey there, let's hope that this week 4 brings some of the answers that we so desperately need. The sheriff says that while there's still no suspect, he does believe that they may be closer to identifying more of the clothes the kidnapper was wearing, but he also acknowledges that processing the DNA at the home has been challenging.
The search for Savannah's mom now entering its 4th week with still no suspects or signs of Nancy Guthrie. The Pima County Sheriff calling for patience, saying investigators are still actively working leads, including the suspect's clothes and Walmart backpack and that unknown mixed DNA found at Nancy's property. But the sheriff says when that might lead to IDing a suspect is hard to say, telling NBC News that processing the DNA has been difficult.
Our lab tells us that there's challenges with it, and we understand those challenges. But our lab also knows that the technology is moving so fast and in such a frenzy that they think some of this stuff will resolve itself just in a matter of weeks, months, or maybe a year.
The private lab believed to be working the case has not responded to NBC News' request for comment. And while the sheriff did not elaborate, his department later said, as with any biological evidence, there can be challenges separating DNA, etc. The sheriff's department also acknowledging the suspect captured on the surveillance video outside Nancy's home might have had an accomplice, saying investigators are not ruling out the possibility that more than one person may be involved.
You saw the video I saw. Is there more than one? There could be, but that doesn't mean there is.
Over the weekend, search teams were back canvassing Nancy's neighborhood, including a group of volunteers who met at a Hobby Lobby and then set out throughout the Catalina foothills. That group actually found this backpack, but unfortunately, it's not the brand the FBI says was worn by the suspect.
If this were my mom, I would want people helping me look for her. So I'm doing this in honor of my mom and for Nancy and the Guthrie family.
And the Sheriff's Department put out a statement saying that while they're so appreciative of all those efforts and support, they're also just asking that those volunteer search groups make sure they give investigators the space they need to do their work. The sheriff also denied any change to staffing, any kind of drawdown, at least in his department, saying if anything, he does believe the leads are still growing. Back to you.
Yeah, Liz, I think everyone's looking for a way to help do something. So hats off to those volunteers. Liz, thank you so much. Our prayers, of course, go to Savannah and her family every day. And in our next hour, we're going to show you how one Arizona community near and dear to Savannah is rallying around the Guthrie family. And again, that tip line, call if you have any information, 1-800-CALL-FBI.
All right. Back to Al now. Rest of the forecast, Mr. Roker.
Well, things very quiet around much of the country. A fire risk down through Florida, abundant sunshine, southwest into the plains. Look for some heavy rain moving into the Pacific Northwest. We're going to get to your local forecast coming up in the next 30 seconds.
Back now, 7:30. Carson Daly here, and check this out. A live look from the Statue of Liberty. Look at that perspective. Just one of the many places dealing with this blockbuster blizzard.
Who mounted that nest cam? That's impressive there. Well, in a word, it is absolutely brutal. Snow measured in feet, howling high winds, travel brought to a halt all across the Northeast.
All right, let's head to our east now. New York's Long Island. Your people out there getting absolutely pummeled right now by the storm. Dylan has made her way there for us. Dylan, good morning.
Good morning, guys. You know, I have to admit, I'm a little rusty when it comes to winter storm coverage. I haven't been out in a storm like this for a long time. In fact, Long Island hasn't seen a storm of this caliber in about 4 years. I mean, we're looking at 50-mile-per-hour wind gusts, wind chill of about 5 degrees. We already have 15 inches of snow on the ground, and with snowfall rates of 1 to 2 inches per hour for the next, say, 5 hours, I mean, we still have a ways to go. Coastal Long Island could also see wind gusts up to 75 miles per hour, and they're expected to get inundated with water at the high tide, so coastal flooding is a major concern there as well. Now, as Al mentioned earlier, this is a heavy, wet snow. It kind of just globs on to the trees, to the power lines, and when you're looking at wind gusts up to 60 miles per hour, that's why we're still concerned with widespread power outages throughout the day, as the trees and the power lines could topple down. Now, I want to point out, when you step outside, outside, there is a lot of snow to shovel. It's hard to find your sidewalk. It's hard to find the driveway. But what we didn't have, or what we don't have this time around that we had back in January with that last storm, it stayed below freezing for 9 consecutive days. This time around, we should hit 40 degrees by Wednesday. So maybe that'll help a little bit more as we try to do the cleanup and dig out from this latest storm, guys.
All right, there's some good news. And oh, by the way, you don't seem like you've gotten rested at all. Just so you know, Dylan Dreyer. Dylan, thank you there on Long Island. We will check in with you in just a bit. Al's going to have an update on the forecast as well in just a bit.
All right, guys, but first we do have other news to get to, including Conan O'Brien, who's opening up for the first time since the deaths of his friends Rob and Michelle Reiner.
The beloved Hollywood couple was found dead after attending O'Brien's holiday party. Their son Nick accused in their killing and scheduled to appear in court today. NBC's Morgan Chesky joins us. He's got the latest. Hey, Morgan, good morning.
Hey guys, good morning. And Conan O'Brien says it is still hard for him to comprehend the loss of his friends Rob Reiner and his wife Michelle. O'Brien's new interview coming as Nick Reiner, who's now facing 2 counts of first-degree murder charges, is set to be arraigned. Now, Reiner has yet to enter a plea here, and after his defense team dropped out, he now has a public defender representing him in this high-profile case.
The son of legendary filmmaker Rob Reiner due back in court this morning. 2.5 months after prosecutors say he stabbed his parents to death inside their Los Angeles home. Nick Reiner now potentially set to enter a plea after the judge in the case delayed his arraignment for a second time when Reiner's defense team stepped down.
Pursuant to the law in California, Nick Reiner is not guilty of murder.
Reiner spoke openly in the past about his struggles with addiction and mental health, and at some point before the murders had changed or adjusted medication he took for a serious psychiatric disorder, according to 3 people with direct knowledge of the case. Just hours before their murders, Rob Reiner and his wife Michelle attended a holiday party hosted by Conan O'Brien, bringing their son Nick along with them, where 2 people familiar with the situation tell NBC News the younger Reiner became disruptive.
It's so awful. It's just so awful.
O'Brien opening up about the loss of his friends in a new interview with New Yorker Radio.
To have that experience of saying goodnight to somebody and having them leave and then find out the next day that they're gone, I think I was in shock for quite a while afterwards.
Outside of Reiner's iconic catalog that spanned multiple genres, from When Harry Met Sally to Stand By Me to A Few Good Men,
you can't handle the truth.
O'Brien also praising Reiner's decades-long work outside of Hollywood in charity and philanthropy.
To have that voice go quiet in an instant is still hard for me to comprehend.
Now, as Nick Reiner faces 2 counts of first-degree murder, legal experts say his mental state will be a critical factor.
If there is an issue with competency, that could further delay this arraignment. It means that he doesn't have the ability to move forward in the legal process.
Now, the charges against Nick Reiner include what's called special circumstances, making them even more severe than a standard murder charge. That means that if this does go to trial and Nick Reiner is convicted, he could be facing a maximum of life in prison without parole, or, if prosecutors do seek it, the possibility of the death penalty. Guys.
All right, Morgan Chesky for us. Morgan, thank you.
All right, guys, just ahead, we're going to switch gears and focus on the Winter Olympics. Team USA ending things on the highest of high notes. That historic gold for the men's hockey team, 46 years in the making. What a sight.
Stephanie Gosk, she hung back. She's live in Milan for us this morning. Once again, she'll have the highlights from that incredible game and the closing ceremony. We'll do that right after this.
We're back 7:40 with an epic ending to the Milan Cortina Winter Olympics for Team USA,
Gosh,
wasn't it?
What a way to end.
Yeah.
It was so cool. The U.S. men's hockey team, of course, winning gold in that heart-stopping thriller for the first time since the 1980s, the iconic Miracle on Ice.
It was so fun to watch yesterday. Stephanie Gosk. Steph, there in Milan for us once again. Good morning to you.
Hey, good morning, guys. You know, these Olympics really ended with a Team USA run on the gold. The men and women hockey team sweeping the tournament, the Olympic tournament, for the first time ever, and the men ending that 46-year gold medal drought with that thrilling overtime finish. It got a little stressful, but in the end, it was absolutely perfect.
The Milan Cortina Games wrapping up with an historic win. The first gold medal for U.S. men's hockey since the Miracle on Ice in 1980. Jack Hughes scoring the winning goal in overtime against Canada.
Jack Hughes wins it! The golden goal for the United States!
But it was goaltender Connor Hellebuyck who kept the U.S. men alive. I caught up with the stars of the game during their celebration.
How many of the teeth came out tonight?
Count for me, Helly. 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5. Like
the young forward, a reluctant hero.
I'm just lucky that I was a part of this group and that I'm a part of a gold medal winning team of the United States of America.
He just nailed that right on the head. This group was just so inspiring just to be around.
Those who couldn't be in Milan celebrated at home. A big crowd gathered at the Catman Cafe in Massachusetts, where one of the players' moms worked. There was a special tribute to their teammate Johnny Gaudreau, who was tragically killed in a cycling accident along with his brother in 2024. Players held his jersey and brought his children on the ice for a team photo. Johnny's widow, Meredith, watched from the crowd.
I think he would be very, very humbled, and I think, you know, just the way it ended with our kids being out there with the team, I think he would have loved that.
The final medal ceremony of the Winter Games. Mike Tirico with a message for young fans after the victory.
Those dreams are formed now. Go chase them and go get them. Because our country loves sports, and it brings us together unlike anything else.
The games officially came to an end in Verona, in a Roman amphitheater built 2,000 years ago. Team USA led by flag bearers Hillary Knight, the captain of the women's hockey team, and figure skater Evan Bates. An Olympic team with so much to be proud of. Alyssa Liu on the ice delivering a free skate few will forget.
That was the best skate of my life.
Schifrin. Michaela Schifrin casting aside the demons of Beijing.
I just said, like, stop dreaming. Just ski.
Now it is time for the torch to be passed. The Olympics are coming back to the U.S. The summer 2028 games will be in L.A., trading in the mountains for the beach and the Duomo for the Hollywood sign. The third time the City of Angels has hosted the Olympics, with the historic Memorial Coliseum taking center stage.
So that's a wrap on the first Olympics to have two host cities. But the Winter Olympics are going to be back in Europe in 4 years in the French Alps. They're going to stretch from the mountains all the way down to Nice on the Mediterranean. Guys, back to you.
Steph Gosk, great job.
Yeah,
great
Steph,
job.
You've been crushing it out there. Way to go, girl.
Well done. Safe travels, my friend.
Thank you.
By the way, all this week, we are going to be welcoming home our Olympic heroes. Starting in our next hour, Chloe Kim's going to stop by Studio 1A. And we will look ahead to LA 28. Excited to see all the athletes out in Los Angeles. And, of course, our friends there, our really good friends at KNBC as well. But you made a good point. I mean, this Olympics, fantastic.
Yeah. And, by the way, the athletes would have been here today if not for what's going on outside.
If it wasn't good enough American men won goal last night, then they were told they're flying to Miami instead of New York, so they couldn't get in.
Although they made a good point down in the control room. Apparently, those guys have to get back to the NHL season.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, there's games this week.
So, and I thought Tirico made an excellent point yesterday at the end of that game where he talked about the unifying power of sports.
Absolutely.
The unifying power of sports. So.
All right, Mr. Roger, how about a check of the weather?
And to your point, Craig, Mike Tirico, during this Olympics.
Gold standard.
Chef's kiss. Guy, unbelievable.
Gold standard.
Just really, really spectacular. Well, let's take a look. Biggest snowstorms in New York. You start off with January 2016, the last time we had a major blizzard, 27.5 inches to February 2010 when we had 20.9 inches. We're closing in on over maybe 16 inches at Central Park. We're going to be updating those snowfall amounts for you in just a bit. So let's break it down for the timeline. Philadelphia, right now, heavy snow will be coming to an end. Then you're going to have lighter snow, breezy conditions until 1 p.m. Here in New York City, heavy snow, strong winds through 10 o'clock. Then 10 to 3, the snow tapers off and ends. We move up to Hartford. Heaviest snow down between now and 11. By 5 p.m., you're at lighter snow and windy conditions. Boston, you're going to be in it really till about 1 p.m. with those blizzard conditions. Then the snow will finally taper off. Still stay windy, but all in all, not bad. Rest of the country looking pretty good. Some heavy rain in the Pacific Northwest, a fire risk down in Florida. That's what's going on around the country. Here's what's happening in your neck of the woods. And that is your latest weather, guys.
All right, it's hard to stay focused.
With the big. Oh wow, they got the big guns out there. I don't know if we can show that. They've got the big front end loader out there. Watch, Julie, watch yourself there.
You can see the bright lights.
You know, I think people look at the shot and go, "It didn't really snow that much in New York." These guys have been doing this, right, Al? All night, all morning.
Around the 6-7 blocks around Rockefeller Center, they've been clearing things out. But around the rest,
that's what we see behind these cameras. Though.
Yeah. Kudos to all the folks who are out there working in this. Up next, JBH is working in this too. She's got an exclusive boost.
Yeah, guys, the votes are in. We're about to reveal the winning name for this adorable baby pygmy hippo at Arizona's Wildlife World Zoo, who's capturing hearts all around the world. Right after this.
All right, we're back with Jenna and a very special edition of the Morning Boost.
That's right, you guys. We have a big boost exclusive from the cutest new resident at Arizona's Wildlife World Zoo Aquarium and Safari Park. Last week, we introduced you to the pygmy hippo, recently born there. This cute baby girl and her wonderful care staff called on visitors to participate in a special election to help name her. A reminder of the 4 options. Remember, we had Cadbury, Twixie, we like Twixie, Jelly Bean, and Taffy. And this morning, we are joined by the precious pygmy calf and the zoo's president, Christy Hayden, to reveal the winner. Christy, good morning. Don't wait. Don't let us wait. What's her name?
Good morning. Okay, so the moment we've all been waiting for, without any further ado,
please, Twixie. Please.
World, I'd like you to meet little Jelly Bean.
Hey, Jelly Bean.
Jelly Bean.
Jelly Bean.
Oh, it's
a cute
it's a name reveal.
And this was a landslide, right, Christy?
Yes, I mean, the people came out and they spoke, and the name is Jelly Bean. And I don't know if we could have a cuter name for this adorable little hippo. These pygmy hippos are just so sweet. And the second place name was Cadbury. I have to give them a shout out. They brought so much fun and excitement here to Arizona. They had planes flying over. And they really had to shine a massive spotlight on an endangered species.
Christy, thank you.
Jelly Bean. Jelly makes sense. It was a Twixie at first, but looking at it now,
looks like a Jelly Bean.
Right.
Well done.
Jelly rolls had a good year.
That's perfect.
I get it.
Christy, thank you. Jelly Bean, thank you.
That's such a great name. I think we should rename our executive producer downstairs Pete Jelly Breen.
Jelly
Breen. Just ahead, the Oscars race heating up after a star-studded night at the British version of the Academy Awards. We're going to have all the highlights of that after a quick check of your local news, weather, and these messages.
It's 8 o'clock on Today. Coming up, storm of the decade. Heavy snow and powerful winds slamming the Northeast. The first blizzard to impact the area in years.
Please don't put our first responders in any danger by being out if you don't have to.
Schools and businesses closed. New York City issuing a rare travel ban with even more snow on the way. Al's got your full forecast. And sweet sisterhood. We will introduce you to the sorority with a special connection to Savannah.
And she knows Tucson is her home, but we hope that she knows that we are all her home now, too.
How these college students are now rallying around the Guthrie family and supporting their Tucson community. All that, plus Tracy Morgan live in Studio 1A.
Welcome to my world.
A night at the BAFTAs. And California dreaming.
All the leaves are brown and the sky is gray.
Kate Hudson getting us ready for the summer 2028. Today, Monday, February 23rd, 2026. Welcome back. Today, Monday morning. Look at the crowd, Hoda.
By the way,
hundreds of people on the snowy.
So, you know what? If you show up, you get a shout out. So, you know who's represented there?
Yeah.
Maryland.
Yeah.
Delaware.
Come on.
Pennsylvania.
Yes.
All coming out here.
We see you. We see you.
Yeah.
Thanks for being here on the plaza. It is a busy, busy Monday morning. Let's get right to your news at 8. We're going to start with that massive blizzard sweeping up the East Coast. Nearly 2 feet of snow in some places, with more on the way. Airports, schools, businesses all shut down this morning. We will get to Al's all-important forecast in just a moment. But we start We start with NBC's Emily Aketa. She is in Central Park for us. Em, good morning again.
Hey, Craig and Hoda, good morning to you. It's anticipated to be one of the top 10 worst snowstorms in New York City history as I trudge through what is officially 15-plus inches and counting here in Central Park. And at times, the snow falling at incredible rates of 2, even 3-plus inches an hour in parts of New York. And while it makes for certainly a beautiful scene here in Central Park, it is dangerous out on the roadways. And that is why New York City issued a rare travel ban through noon today to keep people off of the roads, to allow those plows and emergency workers to continue to do their work. New York City is not alone. 7 governors issuing and declaring states of emergency as this monster storm rolls through. But I'm walking over here because I think this is really telling of the intensity of the storm. This, believe it or not, is a bench. And so you can really see how the snow has piled up. Also over here, take a look at the weight of the snow, and this is proving quite problematic for power outages. You can see how the trees are really just sagging because of the weight of that wet, heavy snow, and those tree branches can then snap and fall onto power lines. Already from Virginia to Massachusetts, hundreds of thousands of people waking up without power, and some energy providers have warned that it could take days to restore as all of the snow continues to fall. Craig.
Yeah, those power outages, it's going to be a big story for the next couple of days. Em, thank you there in Central Park.
Let us check in with Al to find out what we can expect for the rest of the day. Hey, Al.
Hey, guys, good morning, and good morning to you. And here we go. 69 million people from Ohio, the Appalachians, all the way to New England under winter storm watches, warnings, and blizzard warnings. In fact, right now, it looks like Newark is the first officially, at Newark Airport, to report blizzard conditions. A blizzard, winds gusting 35 miles per hour or higher, heavy snow, reducing visibility to a quarter mile. And again, that has to last for 3 hours. You can see on the radar now, we are looking at that snow, those heavier bands, the whiter bands you're showing up. We can also show you the wind speeds, anywhere from 30 to 55 to 68 mile per hour wind gusts, near zero visibility due to the blowing snow, and those trees coming down causing the power outages. Plus, we've got coastal flood warnings stretching from Boston all the way down to the Delmarva Peninsula. Now, snow totals so far: Freehold, New Jersey, over 22 inches. New York City, over 15, 12 in Harrington. Islip, Long Island, 20 inches of snow. New London, Connecticut, 17 inches of snow. So here's the system still trying to move away. It's kind of slow right now. So the heaviest snow band still across New England, parts of New Jersey. We're also looking at improving weather during the day for New York City. As we get into the afternoon hours, it starts to taper off here in New York and New Jersey, but still very heavy snow throughout parts of New England, especially coastal New England. This evening, gradually moving off the coast. Howling winds will start to subside sometime around midnight. So additional snowfall totals. We are looking at maybe another foot. Eastern New England, we're looking at about another 3 to 6 inches here in New York, parts of upstate New York, and coastal New Jersey. But guys, this is very heavy, wet, dense snow, as Emily was just talking about. So take your time shoveling. And the good news is temperatures are going to warm up into the 40s as we get toward the latter part of the week. So this will not be hanging around like that last snowfall. Guys.
All right, man. At least it's going to melt soon. Thanks, buddy. Come back to you in just a few. We may be in the middle of a blizzard here in the Northeast, but in other parts of the country, a lot of folks playing golf already. Los Angeles, where Max Greiersman wowed the crowd at the Genesis Invitational with this gem.
Max Greiersman not having the best of days, already 4 over, but things can change incredibly quick. Feast. On that.
Greiersman, a hole-in-one, 14th hole, Riviera Country Club, a Max Greiersman ace. By the way, got him more than just bragging rights. Guy walked away with a new Genesis SUV because of that hole-in-one. Looking like Carson Daly out there on number 14.
I wish.
Looking like C. Daly.
And by the way, that's Riviera Country Club, where I grew up playing golf as a kid.
Did you had a hole-in-one?
That is host to the, that's the Olympic golf course for the Olympic golf in 2028.
Have you had a hole-in-one?
I have never had a hole-in-one, not yet. Guys, coming up on Pop Start, though, are you already missing the Olympics? Speaking of that, well, on Pop Start, we're going to show you which Hollywood star is using her voice to get fans excited for LA 28.
But first, we're going to meet the college students in Arizona inspired by Savannah to give back. now what they're doing to support her family's return. Erin McLaughlin will show us how the sorority chapter at Savannah's alma mater is coming together with love and hope for the Guthries right after this.
And welcome back to Today on this Monday morning here. So one of the things we've always loved about our girl Savannah is that she's never forgotten where she came from. And, you know, a few months ago, she was there in Arizona. She spent some time with her sorority sisters there at the University of Arizona.
Yeah, that, of course, the Guthrie family faces such an unimaginable ordeal right now. Those same sisters are showing Savannah and her siblings that they're not alone.
Yeah, the girls of Pi Beta Phi. NBC's Erin McLaughlin is in Tucson. She's got that story. Hey, Erin, good morning.
Guys, good morning. Here in Tucson, this tight-knit community continues to show its support for the Guthrie family. You know, Savannah attended the University of Arizona. She's a member of the Pi Beta Phi sorority, and the women there tell me when one of their sisters is hurting, they all feel it. And so they're showing up for Savannah any way they can.
Just a few months ago, this was a house full of joy.
Hi, guys!
Savannah had come home, back to the University of Arizona, where her mother Nancy had worked, where Savannah graduated from.
Oh yeah, here I am. Yep. Oh yeah, there we are.
And back to the sorority that helped shape her, Pi Beta Phi. She laughed with the sisters, took tons of selfies, and reminded a new generation that where you come from never leaves you. But now Tucson is rallying around one of its own. And these young women, Savannah's sorority sisters, aren't standing on the sidelines.
You always come back home. And I think that for Savannah to have this career and then come back home and just treat us all the same, it was just really special to see how far this community really goes.
In the days since Nancy Guthrie's disappearance, the Pi Phi chapter has been flooded with messages from alumni near and far, all asking the same thing: how can we help? The answer, these women say, starts with simply showing up.
Why? Why is that important for you to be here today? Whether you're young or you're old, you felt an impact through this case, and it's really important to stay together, especially now, and just continue to support them and show our love, especially because we are her sisters.
The chapter says they made a deliberate choice not to reach out directly to Savannah, wanting to give the family space and privacy. But they have been praying. In fact, before sitting down to speak with Today, the women gathered for a moment of prayer.
You said a prayer for Nancy before you came here this evening?
Yes, ma'am. Mm-hmm.
What did you say?
I kind of just asked if the Holy Spirit was able to fill this room and put a hand of protection over wherever Nancy is, and that, I mean, we're college students, we're inexperienced in this field, it's new, and sometimes new feelings are hard. And honestly, at the end of the day, giving it to someone who's able to put control over that situation is all we can do.
Across Tucson, the signs of solidarity are everywhere. Yellow ribbons tied to trees, neighbors watching out for one another. And many of these Pi Phis are from Tucson themselves.
Have you been to the neighborhood?
I have, yeah. I mean, I've lived in Pima County my whole life, and it's hard to think that something that awful could happen to anybody.
But these women stand resolute, knowing there is power in numbers.
She showed up for us, and so us showing up for her just is so important.
These sisters have a message for Savannah, not from Tucson's most famous Pi Phi, but from the women carrying her legacy forward.
And she knows Tucson is her home, but we hope that she knows that we are all her home now too.
She might be feeling hopeless, and I hope that she doesn't, but we will have enough hope for her to have this whole thing come to justice.
And when Savannah visited the sorority last fall, I'm told she took a picture with every single sorority sister. That is more than 400 women, and it really meant a lot to them. They're now showing that same support for Savannah when she needs it most. Guys.
Yeah, Erin, thank you so much.
You,
I think you feel the feeling of everyone wanting to show up.
Yeah.
And just like those Pi Phis are doing for Savannah, just like the women who were searching earlier in the show, I think everyone wants to do something.
And you know what that is, because she's always shown up for us individually, and obviously there with the sorority sisters, as Erin just mentioned.
That's how you get through these tough times. There are all these little collective efforts of people showing love and later you look back and you go, well, I couldn't have survived that time in my life if it wasn't for all this kindness that was spread.
Yeah.
You feel helpless.
Yeah.
But we're not.
Not. All right, Mr. Roker, how about a check of the weather?
That's absolutely right. Thanks so much, guys. Well, we do have these blizzard conditions here in the Northeast. In fact, Montauk Island, wind gust of 84 miles per hour. That's hurricane force. Chilly highs in the plains, abundant sunshine through the southwest into the northern plains, heavy rain moving into the Pacific Northwest coast. That's what's going on around the country. Here's what's happening in your neck of the woods. And that's your latest weather. Best time of the morning.
All right,
Got
guys.
everybody together.
Let's do it. Yeah, the couch is full. And how did you guys all get in the snow? This is impressive. Very impressive.
That's right.
It's a Brazilian group we've got. We're going to start with the BAFTAs. Last night, the Brits celebrated the best in film, and the winner is One Battle After Another, starring Leonardo DiCaprio. The dark comedy went home with the most trophies, a total of 6 wins, sweeping up Best Picture and Director categories as well. But the star of the show might have been one of the smallest and fuzziest celebrities at the ceremony. Straight from London's West End, this Peruvian presenter has been going viral.
Good evening, everybody. You all look rather surprised to see me. Do you know, I'm as surprised as you are. I don't usually talk in front of lots of people. I meant to open the envelope, which is not easy with pause, so please bear with me.
Get it? Bear with me?
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be funny if that was like Ricky Gervais? Like he just started to rip everybody as Paddington?
Oh, my gosh.
It'd be like Triumph, the insult comic.
That's right. We got to get Paddington here.
Yeah, I love Paddington. Guys, we couldn't talk about the biggest movies of 2025 without mentioning the K-pop Demon Hunters. The ladies behind those golden vocals hit the stage with this performance. All right. Next up, the Oscars for them.
The Brits look pretty excited about it.
Yeah.
Speaking of big movies, how about a little weekend box office chat? This animated flick just won the weekend.
I lost the dream to play professional rollerball, where the fiercest animals compete in the most dangerous stadium.
Oh, that's the 4th mascot this season.
But there's only one problem.
Small cannon ball.
You want to bet?
Wish I was a baller.
That's Steph Curry's movie. And by the way, he teamed up with the people who did K-pop Demon Hunters for that. So there's a connection there. It's about a small goat with big court dreams. You saw it? Did you like it, Chris?
I saw it this weekend. They got a few
you see it too?
bucks.
Listen to the money it made.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it made $17 million.
There you go.
Yeah.
Right?
Here we are.
And it knocked out Wuthering Heights. So that's your #1 movie at the box office.
Great music, great animation, great story.
And a great guy. We love Steph Curry. So
there you go.
Good for Steph. Next up, Taylor Swift. In the age of streaming, not a lot of artists can get fans to actually buy music, but of course Taylor can. The numbers are in, and the pop star's Life of a Showgirl has been crowned the biggest selling global album of 2025. That data comes from the IFPI annual review, which tracks data across the music industry. And according to their report, Taylor's 12th studio album scored over 6 million units across physical, digital, and streaming platforms. And no surprise, this marks the 2nd year in a row that Taylor has taken the top spot, following that massive success of her last album in 2024, The Tortured Poets Department. So she's 2 for 2 in the last 2 years. No one's surprised. Next up is Kate Hudson. Move over, Milan. We're already looking forward to the summer games, and the Hollywood star Kate Hudson is helping to usher in LA 28 with this warm West Coast promo featuring some of the world's best athletes.
Tara Davis launched the observatory. The U.S. basketball team wins a game. Steph Curry signals goodnight. Horse racing, tennis, wheelchair basketball, gymnastics, fireworks, soccer. LA 28.
What's happening there?
I don't know.
That's getting me pumped for the Olympics.
Yeah, great.
I gotta wait. How long do I have to wait?
We have a couple years.
Still pumped from the hockey thing. I gotta wait a year and a half.
We're gonna crush it.
But Kate did a great job there. Countdown is on. LA Olympics scheduled for the kickoff July 14, 2028. First summer game, by the way, in the U.S. in 32 years.
Wow.
So we're excited for that. Finally, Shaquille O'Neal. We love Shaq. We know he's at the Olympics. We chatted with him last week in Milan, but the basketball star was having the best time over there with his new bestie, Scott Hamilton.
So cute.
And on the latest edition of Inside the NBA, Shaq decided to try one of the Olympic sports, and that is the double luge. Here's how it went.
this is not going to be good. Hey! You need a show to do. The wheels will not go over
That was better than I thought it was. Well, I thought it was going to be the real.
It went pretty far, though. I was surprised it slid. He would have gone out of the studio.
That's a brave fellow, whoever that guy is in the black.
Yeah, really. That's your pop star, guys.
All right, thank you. Just ahead here, a must-see money saver from Vicky Nguyen. She's going to help you figure out your spending type, but also the credit card, the right credit card to match that spending type. We'll do that right after a quick check of your local news, weather, and these messages.
And we're back at 8:30. As you can see, on a very snowy Monday morning here in the Northeast. It's brought most of New York to a total standstill, including our backyard. There it is, the plaza outside Studio 1A. So we are on the inside here. I want to send a big shout out to those workers out there who are just doing such a great job. They've been clearing the snow away and getting us going back in the right direction. Hopefully we'll be outside tomorrow.
Almost a foot of snow around New York, and yet on the plaza it looks like exactly right now. Yeah. All right, meantime, we do have a busy half hour ahead, including concrete ways to tackle some of the most common health issues for millions of women, from brain fog to sleepless nights. We got you covered.
Also, get ready to laugh, ladies and gentlemen. Tracy Morgan in the house. He walked through feet of snow to get here to talk about his new show, working with Tina Fey again, and his really surprising chemistry with Harry Potter himself, Daniel Radcliffe. And, of course, we'll talk about the New York Knicks, too.
That's right. Well, coming up in our third hour, Winter Olympics just ended, but we're already looking ahead to LA 28. We've got gold medal winning gymnast Suni Lee joining us live for an Olympic handover.
That's fun. Okay, and ahead in the fourth hour, calling all Bachelor Nation fans, we've got Tayshia Adams and Tyler Cameron. They're teaming up for a new Bachelor project.
Fun. And apparently our Instagram is blowing up with questions from our viewers. So today we're answering some of them. Yeah.
Well, that's bold.
Dig into that.
All right. Mr. Oak, grab a check of the weather.
Maybe a 7-second delay. Anyway, we look at the head to the week. We've got some snowy, windy weather here in the Northeast, sunny and mild out west, rain in the Pacific Northwest. Then we get to the midweek period. That rain kind of dissipates out west. Record warmth in the Southwest, a little light snow in New England. And toward the end of the week, we've got a lot of wet weather through the Southeast. Snow showers moving through the Northeast. Snow showers also back to the plains, and the record heat continues in the Southwest. That's what's going on around the country. Here's what's happening in your neck of the woods. And that's your latest weather, guys.
All right, Uncle Al, thanks. It's been a big week here in Studio 1A. We're getting the chance to catch up with some U.S. Winter Olympic stars as they head back home.
Look who's here, kicking things off.
Yes, the queen of the half pipe pulled out all the stops to grab silver just weeks after, by the way, a shoulder injury almost sidelined her chances to compete at all. That did not stop her from securing her third Olympic medal. Chloe Kim, welcome back. Welcome back to Studio 1A.
Thank you.
What's this? 3 medals. How you doing? How you feeling?
I feel good. I mean, better than 2.
You know, we gotta say, we brought up that injury, but to have that shoulder injury, Chloe, before you went out and got that silver medal, what did you say to yourself before you started?
It's like, let's see what happens.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think my Olympic final was my 8th day on snow this entire winter, which is nothing compared to what I should have had. So I was just happy to be there.
Is it true, by the way, that your mom, I read somewhere that your mom actually hides your medals. Is that actually true?
I read that too.
That is true? Yeah, they're like locked in a safe somewhere. There's extra added security because then there's a car parked in front of the safe and they have the keys. It's a whole thing. So as you can see, I came empty-handed.
She wants to protect your medals? Is that the deal?
Yes. And it's funny because I'm not good at losing things. Like, I feel like I'm good at keeping track.
You're responsible.
Yes. I don't know. I think...
Well, they're pretty special.
Maybe she's projecting a bit.
The last time we talked to you, you spoke about your better half, Miles Garrett. We hear you had quite the epic Valentine's Day surprise. Let's talk about it for people who didn't see it.
Yeah, so I came home on Valentine's Day, and I was so disoriented from all the travel. I opened my garage, and there's a pink car.
Oh, wow.
And I was like,
oh, there it is.
There it is. And I was like, oh my gosh, what is this?
How cute is that?
Oh, that's
It's
love.
so cute.
Is that
It's
a
my
vintage
dream
one?
car. Yes, it's my dream car. It's a 76 Bronco.
Yeah.
It's amazing. I haven't driven it yet because it's been raining in LA. But
I love that you got
I'm
the OG
excited.
one because they're so popular now. They remade that style. But
I'm really excited.
That's a win.
Well done, Miles. Well done.
What a great bow. Are you thinking ahead to the next Olympics?
French
Chloe?
Alps, Chloe, sound good?
Ooh. Let me go on vacation first, and I'll come back to you.
Let me drive my
Yeah, I need to drive around a bit.
Is there any place you want to go, or what do you want to do? You have some time now.
You're not going to the snow, right, on vacation? You go opposite.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe a cute snow moment wouldn't be awful.
Really?
But
We've
maybe
got plenty for you out here.
I know. I was going to say I should have brought my stuff.
Oh.
I do want to go to the beach.
Yeah.
Yes.
I need to go to the beach. You know, have a marg.
Yes.
Just relax.
You deserve that.
Chloe, you're as cute as you were when we first interviewed you at the very first Olympics, and here you are. So congrats on what an
So fun to
awesome
watch it.
run.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
So great.
We're enjoying all of your life.
Yeah. Love it.
Everything happening with you.
Thank you.
And Mom, please let her have the medals. Chloe's not going far because, as we mentioned, she's going to stick around for much more with Jenna and Chanel.
But first, Vicky Wynn is here with a can't-miss guide to the best credit cards for students, for renters, and any kind of spender. But first, this is Today on NBC. Welcome back. This morning on Today's Consumer, the best credit cards for different types of spenders, whether you're a student, a renter, or a traveler, or you're just looking for some cash back on everyday purchases.
Yeah, picking the right credit card, it can really translate to some big savings. So here with everything we need to know, NBC's Chief Consumer Investigative Correspondent, Vicky Wynn. Vicky, welcome back. Welcome back.
Good morning. Good morning.
So let's just start with everyday spenders. Just run-of-the-mill folks who like to buy a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, who doesn't love earning money when you're spending money? All this to say, though, it only works if you pay off your credit cards in full every month, right? So the first card I want to tell you about, Bankrate, NerdWallet, Fool Money, it has won every top award for the past several years for being the very best, most simple cashback card. It's the Wells Fargo Active Cash Card, 2% back on everything, no categories. You don't have to go in and activate something new every 3 months, no annual fee. If you're transferring anything, you've got 0% APR for 12 months. And this I love so much. The introductory offer, you will get $200 cash back if you spend $500 in the first 3 months of having the card. That's pretty doable, and you just get that $200 bonus. And also, they offer up to $600 of cell phone protection. So if you use this card to buy your cell phone, something happens, you get $600 back. The other card Bankrate really likes in this category, if you buy a lot of groceries and you want cash back, you can get the Amex Blue Cash Preferred Card. This gives you 6% back on groceries for up to $6,000 a year. With food prices going the way they are, as high as they are, this is a great card for big families. And then same thing with the 0% APR, no annual fee on the first year, then it goes up. But you also get a streaming credit for Disney Plus or Hulu for a year. So that's a great deal if you've got kids or you're big into streaming. That's one less thing you've got to pay for.
Let's talk travelers, people who want to save money on airline tickets or hotels. What's good for them?
Okay, so first, ask yourself, am I very loyal to a particular airline or hotel chain? If you are, like United, Marriott, Delta, they all have credit card deals, so research those that might work for you. If you're a person who kind of travels whenever, wherever, with all kinds of different places, the Points Guy has 2 cards he recommends, starting with the Capital One Venture Rewards. You see Jennifer Garner advertising this one all the time, right? This is the one. $95 annual fee, and you get anywhere from 2 times to 5 times the miles. 5 times the miles on any time you book travel through Capital One, which adds up very quickly. The introductory offer on this one is great. A $250 travel credit plus 75,000 miles. That's typically enough for 1, if not 2 round-trip tickets. And you can transfer those miles to any partners. They've got 15 different major airline and hotel partners. Also, for $95 fee, you're also getting free global entry or pre-check credit, which is typically $75 to $95. So that's kind of nice because you're paying for the credit card, but you're getting this credit for free, which is great. The second card the Points Guy likes, the Chase Sapphire Preferred. Same fee there. You're earning anywhere from 1 times to 5 times the points, 75,000 points as the introductory offer. I like this, travel insurance. So if your trip is canceled or you have any kinds of delays, you've got that as part of the card. And also the $95 annual fee, it covers the Dash Pass membership. So if you're a person who door dashes a lot and you want free delivery, this is a good card for you.
Vic, really quickly, housing, obviously the largest expense for a lot of people out there. Is there a credit card that can help with that?
Yeah, Ted Rossman with Bankrate says Bilt has really moved into this space and they really own it. B-I-L-T. Okay. They're the ones that are allowing you to use a credit card, not just to pay for rent, but also for your mortgage. And it used to be if you used a credit card for anything like that, you would have to pay another 2 to 3% transaction fee. Bilt is turning that, making that, a 180 on that. So the middle one is the $95 one. They have a lower one that's free, the Bilt Blue one, and then they have one, the Palladium, which is like $495. Rossman says go with the mid-range one. $95 annual fee. You're earning 1 times to 3 times the points on everything that you're spending, dining, groceries, that sort of thing. And you get a $100 hotel credit per year, which can help offset the annual fee.
Cool. Great tips, Vic.
Yeah.
Excellent. Thank you, Vicki. Coming up next, how to reclaim your life when your hormones are wreaking havoc on your health. If you're among the millions of women dealing with symptoms around menopause, you don't want to miss this one. But first, this is Today on NBC. We're back at 8:44 with Your Health, and this morning, help for millions of women who struggle with frustrating and often dismissed symptoms of perimenopause and menopause. Dr. Amy Shah is a double board certified doctor and nutrition expert, and in her new book, it's called, I love the title, Hormone Havoc. She gives women an evidence-based roadmap to reclaim their health. It's so great to see you, Dr. Shah. I think a lot of women think, oh, well, this is that time in life. I'm going to have to suffer through it and push through it, and this is just the way life goes. You say no.
Yeah, a lot of us, everyone, right? Everyone goes through this, and no one gets a roadmap of what we should eat, how we should live our lives, how we should exercise. We're just kind of blindly looking up on the internet, AI, our friends, and we're getting piecemeal advice, diets, how to get smaller. Nobody's telling us how to get stronger. And so that's the whole point of the book.
Well, I want to talk about some of those things because women who are going through menopause or perimenopause, we don't often equate like what we're eating, how we're moving, all of these types of things. So if you were going to give someone advice, these are the foods you should be eating now if you're going through either. What would you suggest?
Fixing your gut is the best way to support your hormones. Our gut and our hormones are intertwined. So supporting your gut health by eating 30 grams of protein in the morning. 30 in the morning. Okay, yes. Okay. It's going to help your cravings, your mood, overall protein goals. 30 grams of fiber throughout the day. Okay. It's not as hard as you think, I'll tell you. Okay. And then 3 probiotic foods every day, which is probably new to a lot of people because probiotics, fermented foods, are so important.
Give me some examples of a couple.
Yogurt. Yep. Kimchi, sauerkraut, raw apple cider vinegar, kefir, miso, tempeh. So
daily we should be having those foods, and that will help with the symptoms. What about movement and exercise? I think people they go for walks. Like, what's enough?
Well, I love walking. Yeah. Walking is the GOAT exercise. You know what I mean? This is something that we should be doing every day. It grows our brain. Yeah. It makes us our cortisol lower. So I love walking. But strength training is also important. Strength training 3 times a week. Weights? Yeah, weights. Weights heavier than you think.
Like, what do you mean? Yeah.
Meaning, like, when you get to 4 or 5, you're like, ah.
Oh, so don't do tons of reps of light weights. You say heavier.
Not the little baby ones, not for midlife.
Okay. I love that this book is amazing, by the way. And I think women should read this if they're trying to figure out what's ahead. But are there big breakthroughs when it comes to what women are going through in menopause? What are the biggest things now, women, that are out there?
Well, of course, the whole reversal of hormone therapy. This is something that now we have facts and not fear. Yeah, I think before it was like fear-based, and all throughout my medical school experience, residency, I just thought, oh my God, this is something that we're not supposed to offer women. Yeah. Now it can be really safe for many, many women. So that's one of the biggest breakthroughs. Okay. And the second is that we need to have more nutritional knowledge for women so that they can be stronger and not just shrink and get smaller. Because before it was always about how do you lose weight? How do you get smaller? And we need to get stronger and bolder And we need more advice about that.
A lot of people do this intermittent fasting.
Yes.
Do you think that's a good thing if you are going through menopause or perimenopause?
Yeah, women are much more sensitive to stress. So if you are doing intermittent fasting, the type I like is just stop eating 2 to 3 hours before bed.
Good.
So you get a good rest before the next day, and then you can resume. It's circadian style fasting, not the old one where you skip meals all day.
No, no, no. By the way, this book is filled with great information, stuff you can use.
Yes.
Because I think often we hear about it, but we don't know what to do. Hormone Habit, great title, great book. Dr. Shaw, thank you for the great advice. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. All right, Craig, over
to you. Hold on. Look who's here. The one, the only, Tracy Morgan. He is back. He is back, reuniting with the team from 30 Rock, by the way. He's going to tell us all about the fall and rise of Reggie Dinkins. But first, this is Today on NBC. Oh, welcome back. Tracy Morgan first graced our televisions 30 years ago when he made that debut on Saturday Night Live. Of course, he would go on to star with Tina Fey and Alec Baldwin on 30 Rock. And, well, now Tracy is back. He's back on NBC with the rise and fall of Reggie Dinkins. Plays the title character, disgraced former football star, trying to change public perception by hiring a film crew to make a film about him. Come to Meta. Take a look.
Welcome to my world. Yes, I was an NFL superstar, but my most important job now is loving father. Ah, look, Carmelo. I see you're taking my advice and improving your mind with study.
You know it, Dad.
Books are brain movies.
Tracy Morgan, good morning. Welcome back.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
You reunite with the team behind 30 Rock. You're working with Tina Fey again. Like, what was it like to get the old band back together?
Well, you know, I first of all, I want to thank Sam Means and Robert Carlock and Tina Fey for believing in me again. And they reached out, and I thought it was a clever premise.
Yeah.
And it was a funny, when I read it, it was very funny. So people need to see me and Daniel Radcliffe coexisting in that space right now in the world. They need to see that. And we're making beautiful music together.
You and Daniel Radcliffe, like it was the duo that no one knew they needed, but you watch it, and you guys, you do have like this weird chemistry. Did you know him before this?
No, I didn't know him, but I have children, and we went to see all the Harry Potter movies, and Carpe Diem, you have to seize the moment to be a cool dad.
Yeah.
So now I'm a cool dad. I'm working with Harry Potter.
Right,
so I get to be a cool dad.
And there's some, I don't want to give away too much, but there are some Easter eggs for some of those 30 Rock fans throughout this particular series as well. That I assume was by design from the beginning.
I guess so, yeah. That's a question for the writers, but I had so much fun on 30 Rock. It was like the time of my life, and it's back, and the same writers, and here we go, we're back in the saddle.
I want to read something that Tina Fey said about you recently. She said, Tracy is literally just happy to be alive, and that energy is contagious. He's just such a wonderful presence to be around, and I've really missed him. What's it like working with Tina again?
That's my sister. She knows what she means to me. And, you know, to be hit by a truck at doing 75 miles per hour and what I went through, and I'm just glad to be here. My children are healthy, and my lady's sitting over there, and she's doing well, and my brother, and we're all a part of it. He's one of the writers on the show, and he knows my funny, the other side of my humor. His name is Bradley Lewis. He's standing right over there. And I love Tina, and I love Robert, and I love Sam. I'm glad to be working with them.
You seem to have this new perspective on life in general. Like, you seem to be, you seem different.
I don't think it's new. Coming from where I come from, the projects in Brooklyn, is not new. It's just what my dad taught me. He survived Vietnam. So he instilled that in me. He was glad to be back from Vietnam. Even though he died of AIDS in '87, he was happy to be alive. And he gave me what I needed, which was knowledge of self, knowing who I am and what I want, and I'm pursuing it. I don't want a job. I want pursuits. I tell my children that all the time. You want pursuits. You want to find out what your heart loves, and you want to pursue it. And comedy is my heart. And I love to make you guys laugh.
And you have been for decades. So, again, film crew for this show follows you around. If someone were to actually
big ups to Pete Rose, too.
Pete Rose, the baseball player?
Yeah.
The late baseball player.
Never made the Hall of Fame.
What's the connection?
I mean, I got caught gambling in this show.
That's true.
You know?
Took me a second. Yes.
I got caught gambling.
If someone played
so I'm
you...
trying to make the Hall of Fame.
You're already in the Hall of Fame, Tracy. You're already in. If someone played you in a real series, who would it be?
Either Michael B. Jordan or Delroy Lindo.
Michael B. Jordan. I see the resemblance is striking.
Delroy Lindo.
Why those two, just out of curiosity?
Because I watched Sinners and I got a new perspective of them.
Really
it was a great movie.
Reggie makes some impulsive buys in this show. He buys some crazy stuff. I don't want to don't want to give away too much.
Reggie,
what's the craziest thing that you've spent your money on?
Now?
Yeah, because you got a lot of it.
Well, I have a $5 million car, a LaFerrari. I don't drive it. I just look at it. It's in the garage. I just look at it. It's not to be driven.
What color is it?
All black.
$5 million.
Like the Batmobile.
We're out of time, Tracy. He's going to be back in the fourth hour, though. Tonight's premiere, Fall and Rise of Reggie Jenkins. Back-to-back episodes, 8/7 Central. You should watch it. We'll be back after your local news.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can catch the Today Show every morning on NBC or take Today when you're on the go. Just follow the Today podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.